Good morning. Good morning. Shh. Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 22nd. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to your Los Angeles City Council meeting. This council meets every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m., and the public is welcome. Now, at this point, we do not have a quorum, but we can begin our day with our presentations. Mr. Englander, would you like to start the day? Presentations? So the floor is Mitchell Englander's.
Pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. First of all, lose the visitor badges. Come on.
You told me to put mine on my phone.
No, I mean, you are not a stranger here, and you're certainly never a visitor. So excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. Today, we're launching our Best of Community Service Award, where we recognize outstanding leaders in our community, people that go over and above the call of duty for community and civic service. Patrick LaFrano. Today, I'm pleased to honor Patrick for his exceptional philanthropic endeavors in our community through his nonprofit, Fighting for Families Incorporated. Pat opened his own farmers insurance agency in Northridge in March of 2005. He has since grown his business into one of Farmers' top agencies in the United States. Patrick has been selected to be part of the highly coveted President's Council 3 of the last 4 years. As a member of this prestigious $1 Million Roundtable, recognized internationally as a mark of excellence in life insurance and financial businesses and services. In addition to running a successful business, Patrick has hosted a charity golf tournament for the past 8 years. In fact, his efforts raised over $150,000 for charities like Autism Society of America, Los Angeles chapter of St. Jude Children's Hospital, and the Wounded Warrior Project. In early of 2015, Patrick created Fighting for Families, his own nonprofit organization that raises money and provides support for local veterans and their families. All of the officers and directors of Fighting for Families are volunteers. On November 2nd last year, Fighting for Families held their charity golf tournament in honor of a local veteran, Gabriela Rodriguez. The nonprofit actually purchased and donated a Ford Escape and gave it to Gabriela and her family. In addition, Fighting for Families presented her and her son, Joe, with a check for $25,000. That's about a tank of gas, I think, nowadays. Pat represents the best of our community. He is the best of our community. Someone who gives selflessly and honors those who sacrificed for our community and our nation. And I tell you, as a son of a 100% disabled vet, I know what it's like for families to struggle, for parents that have left home to put their lives on the front line and come back to have nothing. To have a community, to have a person with not just a big heart, but a passion that actually goes to his friends and family, that goes and tracks down people of the community and makes sure they engage and give. To complete strangers, somebody that puts themselves on the front line. Now, I wanted to share with you, he started this insurance company and it's grown so big. So put that in a context for one moment. He's got his own family. He's growing a business that's thriving. So you all know he's working around the clock every single day, not just for his employees and the community, but then it goes above himself to raise money to give a local first responder, somebody who put her life on the front line to represent and fight for our freedom. to sacrifice so much. And for him to do that and give back is definitely an example that we need to hold up and celebrate. And so it's an honor to present Patrick with our first Best of Community Service Award, which we will be doing regularly. And I couldn't think of somebody more fitting and deserving. So please put your hands together for Patrick Rufrano. And on behalf of all of us, this is signed, Patrick, by every member of the City Council, in the same color ink this time. I've never seen that. And I want to thank all of you. I truly appreciate for recognizing two American heroes here today. Colors of car.
Great.
Great. All right.
Silver.
Silver. Yeah. And I'd like to invite you to say a few words as well.
Okay.
Please say a few words, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having us. You know, I think it's important for us all to give back, and especially to the people that do so much for us and for our country. And we've been doing these charity tournaments for a while and never really knowing where that money goes, and it was a little bit frustrating for us. So being able to create our own foundation and our own nonprofit organization to be able to help local veterans in our community is really what our goal was, and I think we nailed it this past year, and we're looking forward to this upcoming year and many years to come, as we're going to really try and find these veterans in our area that need help and take care of them. So thank you for the honor. I appreciate it, and I have to thank my team, my staff, and my board that's on the golf committee. We couldn't do this. It's not a one-person job. It takes a lot of work putting on a golf tournament and things like that. So, again, thank you, and I'll let Gabriella, our great veteran, say a few words too.
Please come to the mic.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Patrick and everybody that is in the charity. They made a big change in my life. I'm very appreciative of that. I work hard. I was in the military for 11 years. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan. I did all I could do. It was my time to exit the military, and I come to find them out, and they have really changed my family's life, and I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rick Schreiber, the Senior Vice President of the Western Zone for Farmers Insurance, and I just want to say how incredibly proud we are of Pat for his work that he's doing with our veterans. Our company was founded 86 years ago right here in Los Angeles by two gentlemen who are both veterans themselves. Farmers is recognized this year as one of the top 150 military-friendly companies. And we're going to continue our support of veterans and great agents like Pat, who are doing wonderful things for people like Gabriella. I can tell you Pat is known to be one of the top producers in all of Farmers Insurance amongst our 13,000 agents, but he's better known for being a heck of a great guy and a guy who does incredible work in our community. So we're even more proud of him for those reasons. Thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
By the way, they produced this book, and the book is the highlights of the golf tournament. But on the back of the book, it's got Gabriella and her son, Joe, there. And now, I love that he's in camo as well. So the apple won't fall far. But they're also sitting on a city fire truck. And this is a breathtaking photo. And just want to thank you so much. I also want to particularly thank your family. I know your wife is here as well.
My wife, Casey.
Casey, yes, thank you so much, because I'll tell you right now, he didn't do it alone. And Casey at the bat, she delivered. So thank you. It takes a village, it takes a team, it takes a community. But to make sure that our vets are coming home and they have this kind of love and compassion when they get home, we can make a difference And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you've done and continue to do. So thank you so much. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Thank you.
So take you guys in the back. We'll do some.
Madam Clerk, we do have a quorum. Could you please call the roll?
Blumenfield, Bonin, Buscaino, Cedillo, Englander, Fuentes, Harris Dawson, Weezer, Koretz, Krikorian, Martinez, O'Farrell, Price, Rue, Wesson. 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you. First order of business.
Approval of the minutes.
Mr. Rue moves, Price seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Mr. Englander moves, Mr. Harris Dawson seconds.
And Mr. President, today is Tuesday, and it's time for the flag salute.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is why don't I ask everyone to rise, and I'll recognize Mr. Englander. If we're going to flag salute, everybody please rise. Mr. Englander.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. As we put our hands over our hearts, we need to think about our freedom. We need to celebrate this country. We need to think about all the first responders who are serving overseas. Our hearts and our prayers are with those in Belgium and Brussels. 2 explosions, at least one caused by a suicide attack on the departure hall of Brussels Airport, killed at least 14 people just before 8 a.m. About an hour later, an explosion, the Malbeek subway station in central Brussels, not far from the European Union's core institutions, killed at least another 20 and wounded 106. 8 hours after the explosions, a news agency affiliated with the Islamic State issued a bulletin claiming responsibility. We saw just recently in a county right next door, not far from here, a similar attack. As we celebrate and think about our freedom, we have to be mindful of what the families and the communities around the world are experiencing every day. We have to think of our first responders who are on the front line, and particularly our military who are serving overseas. I ask you to join me in the flag salute to honor and worship all of those who lost their lives, who are suffering, all of those families and victims and what they're experiencing, and to think about them with every word. Ladies and gentlemen, place your right hands over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you could please remain standing and join us in a moment of silence. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Englander. Why don't we go through the agenda at this time, Madam Clerk?
Items 1 through 11 are items for which public hearings have been held. The Arts, Parks, and River Committee report for item 8 has been submitted and circulated for consideration.
Specials, Mr. Cedillo.
Item 3, please.
Item 3 for Mr. Cedillo. Mr. Harris Dawson.
Item 15.
Item 15. We're not at 15 yet. So we will hold Mr. Cedillo's item. We will prepare to vote on the other items, remaining items. Let's open the roll. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Now we will hold item 15 for Mr. Harris Dawson. Mr. O'Farrell.
Mr. President, items 1 and 4 forthwith, please.
Without objection, so ordered. Let's go through the other items, Madam Clerk.
Items 12 through 29 are items for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Okay, so without objection, those items are now before this body. Mr. Cedillo.
Receive and file on item 22, please.
We have a card, I've been informed, so I will take the card on that. So let's hold that. Any other cards?
Yes, there are cards on 12, 13, 14, 17, 20, 21, 22, 25, and 29.
Okay, let us hold those items and let's prepare to vote on the remaining items. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
That brings us where?
Mr. President, that takes council back to presentations, items called special or general public comment.
Okay, so what I'd like to do at this time is I'd like to reconsider item 12, Council File 14-1656-54. That was from Friday. I'd like to ask that we vote on reconsideration. Then I'd like to continue that item. So if we could open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Okay, and we will continue that item to the 30th of March. Okay, so now let's... Mr. Rue, are you ready?
And just for the record, that item that was reconsidered, that was 5611 from Friday, which was originally continued to next Tuesday, and now it is being continued by this action to next Wednesday.
Thank you.